everybody, welcome back to Beauty Bee and welcome to my Deck of Panning Project Pan update for the month of July. This project was started by Emily from over at Emily and Max. I will have her intro video linked down below. You've heard this spiel before probably, but there's quite a few rules to this project. I can't keep them straight myself half the time, and I mean, it's her project, so who better to learn the rules from? Let's get right into it with a loose end that we have to tie up from last month, and that is this Beauty Bakery palette. This is the Sour You Doin' eyeshadow palette. Here is what the color story looks like, and my goal with this palette was to use the palette itself on 10 different occasions and to use every shade in here at least once. As of my last update, I was sitting at, I believe, 9 uses, and I had one shade that I had not yet used, and I decided that I was going to roll in a new product anyway and just make sure that I hit that 10th use. I did that. Have I touched this palette since? I don't think so. If I have, it would have just been for this shade, which is definitely my favorite piece of this palette. Anyway, I have hit my goal on this, and it can roll out completely from this project now. The next product that we have to talk about is actually 2 products. This was for the prompt a celestial themed product, and I chose these Sally Hansen InstaDry. I think these are both from the Prismatic Shine line. Maybe neither of them is actually, but the shade names on these are very celestial. This one is Shooting Star, which is this rose gold hex glitter, and this one is Twinkle Twinkle, which is, I don't know if this is a hollow or an iridescent glitter. You guys can let me know. But my goal was to use these 10 times between the two. So it could be 1 and 9, could be 5 and 5. I ended up using Shooting Star 6 times and Twinkle Twinkle 4 times. I find that Twinkle Twinkle is a great shade for putting over, especially like blues and greens, and you get almost like looking at water. It almost just refracts the light in a little bit of an interesting way. The rose gold, I think, looks good over a variety of different colors. This looks like really cute little rose gold polka dots on my nails. I've liked this one a little bit more, which I think is why I ended up using this one 6 times and the lighter one 4. But they're both really beautiful. I'm very happy to have both of them, and I think you can tell I've put a good dent in both of these. I mean, I'm all the way down to here on Twinkle Twinkle and down here on Shooting Star. And I've had both of these for well under a year. I think I got both of these right around Christmas time. I have one other product that I'll be able to roll out this month. This is from McGrath, and it is the Eye Ecstasy Sublime Eyeshadow Palettes. I pulled this for the prompt metallic because, well, you can see why I pulled this for the prompt metallic. And my goal on this was to use it 10 times, and within those 10 uses, to use each shade at least once. So the same goal that I set for myself with that lemonade palette we saw earlier. And I have used it 10 times. I have used every shade at least once. So it's time to roll this out. I do really like this. The colors are very pretty. These aren't really my favorite shades. I would be so happy if she made another version of this with cool tone neutrals rather than warm toned ones. But the quality on these shades is really nice. The pigmentation is beautiful. I do enjoy working with these. It was fun to wear these over the past month. Okay, now we're getting to the 3 products that will be staying in for another month. I keep forgetting that I rolled in a replacement for that Beauty Bakery palette in last month's update. So the first, you guys actually picked. I put a post up on my community tab asking which of 3 products that I had selected you would like to see me get to 15 uses on, and you selected this Giorgio Armani Eye Tint. This is in the shade 12, which I think is Gold Ashes. like I said, my goal is to get to 15 uses on this, and I'm currently sitting at 7. So I am right about on track to have this done by the next update, and I think I will enjoy that very much. This is stunning. I really enjoy using this. It's such a pretty shade. Then I have 2 lip products that will be coming with me for another month. The first is the only product that's actually stayed in this project for 3 months so far. I thought that this was going to go really quickly, so I actually put this in with the goal of finishing it. This, I keep just saying this and gesturing, but when I say this is the Sephora Melting Lip Click in the shade Peach Sorbet. And it's like those Tarte, is it the Maracuja Juicy Lips, where it's the little click pen, and it's like a lipstick lip gloss hybrid. Anyway, I realized when I rolled this in that I could be very confused about how much was left in there. So I gave myself an easy out goal of if I hit 20 uses before I finish this product, I could roll it out. Currently, I'm sitting at 15 uses. So if I get 5 uses in the next month, I will be able to roll it out. Additionally, if I manage to finish this within the next 5 uses, I will also be able to roll it out. We'll see what happens there. And then the last product that I'm still working on is another lip product. This is from Revlon, and this is the shade Pink in the Afternoon from their Super Lustrous line. I have a lot of this left. My goal with this lipstick is to use it 10 times. I rolled it in last month's update. I believe for the prompt OG YouTube Beauty Fave or something like that. And I've used it 6 times. So I need to use it 4 times over the next month in order to roll it out. It's a beautiful shade. It is a very summer appropriate pink with a little bit of coral to it. I think this will be very doable. So I think that means that we are ready to move on to the part where we choose our prompts for next month. So I will only be pulling in 2 products, one to replace the Pat McGrath palette and one to replace those nail polishes. So first, let me pull up a random number generator with the numbers 1 through 53 in order to simulate having a joker, because my decks do not have a joker in them. I feel like we do this spiel once a month and I still struggle with it. So if I get a 53, that will be the joker. 42, 46. Okay, no jokers this time around, and I was planning ahead this time, and I actually pre-shuffled my deck, so I don't need to take an awkward break in here, but I will do one last shuffle just to prove to the universe that I am not a giant cheater. Oh, okay. There we are. Let's cut right here. I get the 8 of spades and the Jack of spades. So let's look up what those prompts are. A black jack is a random color generator. And then the 8 of spades will be and already has Pam. Okay, let's bring up a random color generator. And I get this really kind of ugly shade of green. It's like a very yellowy olive. I will go pull something along these lines, as well as the product that already has pan in it. Then we'll regroup and see what I'm working with for the month. All right, I have my products pulled. For the random color generator, I chose this e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. Now, I don't think this is quite as yellowy as the shade of green that I pulled, but it is equally as off-putting. So I decided this would be a good one to try. This is a color correcting primer, and actually that color is probably even closer to the random color generators than the bottle itself, but I want to use this 10 times. I am working on a video comparing some different e.l.f. primers, and I want to get a little bit of a better feel for this one before I make that. So yeah, I think 10 uses on this one should be good. And then for the product that already has pan in it, I went with this guy. This is an eyeshadow from somewhere. I actually don't know what exactly this is. I think it might actually be a NYX shade or a mixture of NYX shades, but I really don't know. I don't have a whole lot left, clearly, but I probably have more than I think. I bet there's 6 or 7 uses left in here, and my goal is going to be to finish this. So I think that wraps up my update. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that if you enjoyed this video that you'll go check out some other creators' deck of panning projects. This is one of my favorite projects to watch because the sets of items that people end up with are so different from person to person, and I just really like that element of chance that's involved. So thank you for watching my video. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed it, and I hope that I will see you all in the next one. Bye!